Today, we're exploring a foundational biblical narrative, the covenant with Noah, as told in Genesis 8:20, 9:17. This passage comes after a major upheaval, and it marks a fresh start for humankind. It invites us to consider themes of new beginnings, human freedom, and the deep connection between God and humanity. Welcome to New Pod. Subscribe now so you don't miss a thing. Today, we're diving into a foundational biblical story, the covenant with Noah, as told in Genesis 8:20, 9:17. This passage, coming after a major upheaval, marks a fresh start for humanity. It invites us to explore themes of new beginnings, human freedom, and the deep relationship between God and humankind. Far from being just an ancient event, this story highlights a universal experience. It speaks to the choices, fears, and hopes that shape our own lives. It shows us how, even after destruction, the chance for renewal is always there. This offers us a way to think about our ability to start over and rebuild. It's a text that truly speaks to the fundamental questions of our existence. After leaving the ark, Noah built an altar. This was an act of gratitude and devotion. On this altar, he offered burnt offerings, clean animals, to God. This sacrifice was a symbolic act of cleansing and dedication. It marked the end of one era and the start of another. God's reaction was immediate and powerful. He smelled the pleasing aroma of these offerings. Then, God made a solemn promise. It was a commitment that would redefine his relationship with creation. He declared that he would never again curse the ground because of humans. Nor would he ever again strike down every living thing, as he had just done. This was an assurance that nature's basic cycles, planting and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night, would never stop as long as the earth exists. This promise created a new and fundamental stability for all life. Following this promise, God blessed Noah and his sons. This blessing wasn't just a sign of favor. It was also a mandate for humanity's future. God told them, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth." This was a restatement of the original command given to humanity. It highlighted the importance of life and its spread. He also granted them dominion over all the animals on land, the birds in the sky, the fish in the sea, and all creatures that move on the earth. For the first time, God allowed humanity to eat meat. Animals were now added to their diet, which had previously been vegetarian. However, this permission came with a crucial condition. It was a fundamental principle that emphasized respect for life. The condition God set was clear, but you must not eat meat that still has its lifeblood in it. Blood is presented here as the seed of life. Its consumption was strictly forbidden. This rule highlights the sacredness of life and humanity's responsibility towards it. God also established a law concerning murder, and for your lifeblood I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal. And from each human being, I will demand an accounting for the life of another human being. He added, "Whoever sheds human blood, by human shall their blood be shed, for in the image of God has God made mankind." These verses emphasize the priceless value of human life. It was created in God's divine image, and justice must prevail. He concluded by reiterating the call for fruitfulness and multiplication on earth. After stating these commandments, God spoke again to Noah and his sons, and to all the living creatures with them. He formally established a covenant, a solemn and one-sided pact. He declared, "Look, I am establishing my covenant with you and your descendants after you. This includes all the living creatures with you, the birds, the livestock, and all the wild animals on earth." The core of this covenant is an unconditional promise. I will never again destroy all life with the waters of a flood. And there will never again be a flood to devastate the earth. This covenant isn't just for Noah and his family. It extends to all creation, ensuring its preservation. It's an eternal commitment, a foundation for the future of the world. To seal this covenant, God offers a visible and universal sign. He said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you, and every living creature with you. For all generations to come, I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth." The rainbow, this arc in the sky, becomes a tangible reminder of God's promise. Every time it appears in the clouds after the rain, it serves as a reminder of God's commitment. He continued, "When I bring clouds over the earth, and the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you, and all living creatures of every kind. The waters will never again become a flood to destroy all life." It's a sign of trust and faithfulness, a constant reminder of God's kindness toward all creation. This account of the covenant with Noah, from Genesis 8:20, 9:17 is more than just an old story. It reveals important truths about God, humanity, and creation. It tells us about God's mercy and faithfulness. He chose not to abandon his creation, despite human failures. Instead, he wanted to build a stable and lasting relationship. For us humans, it highlights the responsibility given from the very beginning. It shows the priceless value of life and the constant chance to start over after hardships. This text also shows humanity's ability to make foundational choices. We can go through difficult changes and embrace new beginnings. It invites us to recognize these patterns in our own lives. We can think about our own turning points and their outcomes. This reminds us that a bigger story continues to unfold. In summary, the covenant with Noah, as told in Genesis 8:20 to 9:17, is a powerful testament to the renewed relationship between the Creator and his creation. It reminds us that amidst human choices, weaknesses, and upheavals, a larger story continues to unfold. This covenant, sealed by the sign of the rainbow, is a promise of faithfulness and constant new beginnings. It offers a source of hope and trust in the face of our world's uncertainties. It calls us to recognize the invaluable worth of life and our shared responsibility toward creation. We hope this exploration of such a fundamental passage has brought you clarity and inspiration on your own journey. We hope this exploration of the covenant with Noah has offered you new insights. Keep following NewPod to discover other stories that illuminate our understanding of the world.